Whoa, is my game out? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the cafe, which is apparently the void right now. I am, as always. Oh, there we go. I found it. Hello, handsome. I am, as always, your lovely hostess, Barista. It is no more than just my title, it is also my name. I wish you nothing but the warmest of welcomes to the cafe. Well, the welcomes are gonna be extra warm tonight because, Hey, how do we get into one of my domains, LMAO? Very carefully. I figured it out. Somehow. So I didn't know what I wanted to play today to start off. And then I remembered that the show Blood of Zeus, their third and final season, just released on Netflix today. The story based in Greek mythology and is animated by the same team that did, or by the same studio, rather, that did Castlevania and Castlevania Nocturne, Powerhouse Animations. So, it's pretty good. So that got me thinking, hey, Greek mythology stuff. You know what I haven't played in a fucking minute? Hades. So am I using that as an excuse to just play Hades? Yes. Yes, I am. So we have started a save file on this previously. We haven't played it since, like, February. Which means I also just have not played the first Hades since, like, February. So let's see how this is gonna go. I imagine not well.
I'll get that Hydra.
I must have died to the Hydra last time. Fucking Lerny. The Lerny and Bone Hydra. Like you and your company, so that's probably how. Yeah, fair. I like you and your company too.
Shades of the dead mill constantly within the house, complaining of their woes and seeking audience from any who would listen.
Also, if you can't hear the game very well or anything like that, please let me know, and I will gladly make an adjustment or 10. Because the music in this game, freaking phenomenal. Darren Korb knocks it out of the park yet again. He's been one of the main music people for Supergiant Games, the company that made Hades, since, like, their very first game. And he's just, mwah, chef's kiss. Composer's kiss? I don't know, you don't kiss composers very much, I guess. But he deserves all the kisses. Because not only did he do that...
I listen.
That was him right there. He voices Zagreus.
Those shades are always milling about.
What?
And he also does the singing voice of a character that we have not encountered yet.
Owie, looks like the Bone Hydra of Asphodel just stomped you that time, huh? I hear each of its heads has its own nasty tricks. That must be tough.
They do, and they change every single time you go there. So you gotta... I mean, obviously it takes a few tries, but you'll eventually learn what the patterns are.
It was unpleasant, yes.
Poor Zagreus.
Grown any wiser yet?
Probably wiser than you, old man.
Father, what happened to the lounge? The only place for anyone to have a little fun around here, and you seal it shut.
Hello, desk. Thank you for the latte, love. And for the singular raid emote. You're raiding yourself in. Is that what that is? I hope you're doing alright, love. Nova, I just read your message. That's a very good point. That is a very good point. Yeah, desk. Love raid, love raid.
Oh, I had little choice about that boy. You see, after you fled the first time, Cerberus, why, he was very much upset. Utterly tore the place to shreds. It's now under repair. All thanks to you.
Boy. Who does he think he is? Fucking Kratos?
You're really blaming me for not minding the dog while I was out and while you all were here.
Yeah, you tell him, Zagreus.
I lay the blame entirely upon you, yes. Who else? It's fortunate that Cerberus has calmed himself since then. Come to his senses, I should say. May you yet come to yours.
I had a snarky comeback, but, I thought about it and the phrasing was just not gonna land. The absolute best improvement that they ever made in early access that made it to the final game, the dedicated pet button.
You're my good boy, yes you are.
Want to know the best part, or the even better part? You get at least one achievement for petting him a certain amount of times.
I mean, old father's nice to you at least, isn't he, boy?
I say at least because I don't know. See, when I started playing this, I played it on the Switch, which of course doesn't have achievements or anything. Not really in-game stuff, it just has like the in-game story progress. So I don't know if it's just a singular achievement for petting Cerberus X amount of times,
You like it when you get pets like this, don't you, boy?
or if there are like multiple achievements for petting him, you know, multiple amounts of times. I mean, I guess I could look. I don't wanna, though.
Hey, boy, just me again. Here to report, it's pretty dangerous out there, even without you on guard duty all the time.
The venerable Hound of Hell barely acknowledges the softly spoken prince's platitude, knowing full well the underworld is not as vigilantly guarded as in ages past.
It's okay, buddy. You're just getting a little older. It's fine. That made me sad. I'm gonna pet him
Don't
again.
let anybody in or out of this place, do you, boy?
Do not let him manipulate you, Cerberus.
You shut up. I'm gonna rip your stupid mustache right off your face. You see all that facial hair he's got? It's not a beard. It's all just his mustache. Let's make it an even 6, twice for each head. Even though you can only pet the one head. Cerberus doesn't like it when you pet his other heads. He'll bite your arm off.
How goes it?
Relationship ended with Hades. Achilles is my real dad.
Achilles, is it really true that Cerberus ripped the lounge up right after I left? He must have gotten in a lot of trouble.
That must have been a giant newspaper.
I only wish you could have seen it, lad. The place looked like a vineyard after a typhoon. Your lord father was livid, but he never gets so angry with the dog. Poor Dusa, though, she's picking the place up.
He's such a pretty boy.
Oh no. I wonder what became of Dusa. She's always worried father's going to fire her even without something like this.
One of my favorite things to do is to dash by Hypnos and wake him up. He always gets so startled.
What's that there? Something from the Fates?
Ho ho ho, it's the fated list of minor prophecies. No, you got these 2 new emotes from Hype Trains. Let's check them out. I like them. I am a fan of the respectfully no. I feel like you would use that in scenarios where you're absolutely not being respectful, actually. So it's more like disrespectfully no. Or disrespectfully fuck off. But that chill girl emote I think would go well like at the beginning of my stream with the smooth jazz. Hiccups not so much. Don't you roll your eyes at me, fucker.
Wonder where Nyx went.
Ew.
What are your sisters up to these days, Meg? I've not seen them around.
We're stretched a little thin, as you can see. Some kind of war up there meant lots of business here. I'm left to hold the line. And deal with you.
Ooh, deal with me. Zagreus doesn't even have a comeback for that. He's just like, I'm out. Zagreus, your room is a bit of a mess.
I can grow stronger.
I can't say shit because mine is too, but... that's neither here nor there.
Hey. Pal, thanks again for that nectar bottle from before. Stuff just goes right through me like you won't believe. Though I hope you're not going around giving that stuff away to every bozo you know.
What, Skelly? You worry something bad is going to happen if I express a bit of generosity from time to time through our somewhat illicit gift-giving custom around here?
No, I'm worried you'll be wasting your time. If you give that stuff away, don't expect to get anything back. Well, not after the first time, anyway. Usually. I'm just saying, don't get your hopes up.
Maybe I just want to show thanks to my friends for its own sake.
Sure.
Fine, you're a very busy woman with many things to do. Yeah, exactly.
That's a new one.
Alright. That one. We'll stick with the tooth, though.
Prestigious blade of the underworld. I need your strength.
Also, fun fact for those who may not know, the guy, Darren Korb, who voices Zagreus, also voices Skelly. So that whole conversation was basically just him talking to himself. He has the range. It's okay to give your friend those gifts just because. Heh.
I'm alive.
Bye, everyone.
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Cries of battle. This one was bound to show up, I guess. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I've not gotten Ares before. That's pretty interesting because in your very first run, he is one of the few that can actually show up.
You've got quite the fighting spirit in you there, I have to say. Most intriguing, and yet no surprise for someone born in hell itself. You come on out of there and tell me all about it. I'm a fellow student of death, you see.
Uh-huh. Is that what we're calling it? I think that's what we're calling it. So fun fact, the guy who voices Ares, Cyrus Namati, he was the studio director for the game Vampire Therapist.
The War God's power.
Which is a game that I have.
That is an ominous-looking portal on the ground right there.
And I'm thinking about starting at some point. Probably,
So
maybe
all I
next
need to
week
do
or
is
something.
Sacrifice some of my life essence to go in here. I don't see why not. Who or what is that?
Yo, Grandpappy?
Within the underworld's quietest, most solitary, darkest abyss lies hidden evidence of the beginning of all things, of chaos, the most ancient sculptor that has shaped this world.
I'd best take all the evidence I find.
Vampire Therapist, you got me that one actually, Nova. Yeah, the studio that made that game, the guy who voices Ares in Hades is its director.
This is not someone I recognize. So, in the name of Hades, hello? May I ask who's calling?
You used to call me on my orb phone. Late night when I get a boon. Call me on your orb phone. Maybe? I don't know. Man, if only my cursor would show up. Because, in their hand there, they've got the world. I was gonna swirl around and go, hello, the world.
Have we met?
Maybe.
We have met in a way. I know everybody here and there. You wish to leave this place, and it is my wish to make your doing so a little bit more interesting. And if you encounter the Olympians someday, do give them my regards.
So the thing about chaos is that they offer you boons, but they offer them with a price, like with a cost. So the first part of it, oh, now my freaking cursor shows up. The first part of it describes what the curse you're gonna get is before you get the boon. So anything that starts with maimed, anytime I do a basic attack, I'll still do the damage that I would normally cause, but I will also take damage. In this case, I will get hit for 4 damage every single time I do an attack. If I pick that and I'm not paying attention and I just keep attacking willy-nilly, I can and likely will kill myself. Atrophic means your life total gets reduced by however much, in this case by 26. Gotta suffer first before you get the good shit. Exactly, Nova. Then addled, same sort of thing as the maimed one, except instead of when we attack, it's when we use our cast, which I actually have not used very much. But then each one you get a reward. Soul gives you more health. Lunge ups your dash strike. Eclipse, any gems and darkness you find are worth more. Now I need to stay alive, and I think I can get away with not straight up attacking.
Chaos to extract the benefits a few chambers from now.
Yeah, thanks, Zag. So all I can do to damage is my cast or my special. Because if I swing my sword like normal just once,
Damn it.
I took damage. I knew I would heal most of that back, so I was fine with showing it off. Ow. Rude. Since I've got that Ares boon on that has Doom, I don't necessarily have to sit here and keep attacking them.
On my authority.
Ooh. I'm very authoritative. Now these things on the floor will usually have different kinds of things happen. In that case, it made a freaking laser shootout. Which will hurt you if you stay in place, but you can also... Dang it, it moved. If it's lined up right, you can attack, you can hit enemies with it too. So the traps can cause damage to your enemies as well as you. You just gotta pay attention.
Use this to unlock a weapon.
And now that the room is clear and empty and everything, I can step on it and it won't activate, because it deactivates it. Ah, fuck. There we go. I said ah, fuck, because they had those gold yellow highlights on them to meant they were armored, so they don't get stunned or flinch whenever I hit them.
More numbskulls?
Any enemy can come like that at one point or other. And especially as we go further, more enemies will be armored. Like this guy. Like, ow! Frickin' skulls.
The curse of chaos has been lifted.
Now that my curse of chaos has been lifted, like Zagreus said, my maximum health is higher, and I can attack again. Which is good for combos. You know what else would be good? Is if I was facing the right direction. And if my face didn't itch. Speaking of faces. Ooh. I lucked out on that one. These guys hurt when they hit.
What do we have here?
It's money. Now, the chamber door that you head into will give you... Well, it's not even a hint. It'll just tell you what your reward is when you get in there. My reward is hiccups. But, for example, this one, it's a symbol, and each god or goddess has their own symbol. You get decently familiar with them pretty quickly.
Let's go, lads.
Ah! Now, of course, not all the Greek gods, not all of the major Olympians and such show up in this game. A lot of them do, like, you know, you got your Zeus and ow, Poseidon, and as you saw, Ares is here, among others. I don't know why I'm still only using my special.
Had enough.
Let's see. You blundered headlong into danger for the past 6 chambers or more, and you made such a racket I could almost hear it from Olympus. I have to say your hunting skills are rather unconventional.
Thank you, Artemis. Very cool. Yeah, so, her symbol is the bow. That green bow and arrow thing that you saw on the door. Take the dash string. And a lot of it, as you get into it, is about... I feel like saying the word synchronicity makes me sound really fucking pretentious. But at the same time, you've got to figure out what boons from what gods work better together.
The perfect gift.
So like certain gods' boons won't necessarily mesh well. There are some that require that to get bonus damage you have to get up close and personal. Like this. Girl, that rock up there's a booty hole. But then there are other boons that only work from far away. So if you pair those up, like your build will be relatively suboptimal. Ow. Ow. No! Fucker! See, this is why I needed the extra help.
Should come in handy.
That's actually exactly how I would explain it. Well, I hope it was helpful because I don't remember what I said already. Okay, I was the chamber early. Usually it's like chamber. Pick and choose what works best with your playstyle, but for the love of gods, pick one. Yeah, basically. I mean, there are people who do boonless runs and stuff.
Charon, mate. Now, hypothetically, if I provided you with, say, 1,000 coins, would you be willing to give me a ride in your beautiful boat? Upriver, I should say, specifically. I had to ask.
I mean, you didn't have to, but you did. We'll take some food.
I'll pay for that.
I'll buy that for $1.
Cheers, Uncle.
Yeah, basically. And sometimes you can buy the boons in the shop. Ow. Don't do what I did and accidentally stand too long on the spike trap. You will get damaged. You will get hurt. It will suck for everybody. You get back here. Do I need to go into the accessibility settings and turn on the aim assist? Because holy shit. Ow. Come here, you.
Power of Olympus.
Rude. So, see, we already went to the shop, and right now, you actually can't see. I'm right in front of it. Hang on. Yeah, I only have 36 money right now, which is not enough to get you frickin' anything. Like, it's not enough to even get a healing item, again, if it is there. So instead, we'll go this way. There won't be any enemies in this room because it's the room before a boss room. Free boon.
Poseidon sought you out already, My boastful brother gets on with Lord Hades even worse than I. So let me put a little spark into his storms for you.
Uh-huh. Right. I don't believe you.
All right, Lord Zeus.
Now, you may be wondering why my reward is just darkness. The thing is, with each major area boss that you defeat, with each weapon, you get a specific item that you can only get like once per weapon, per level of run. So if you've already completed that level of run,
oh, hello.
You just get a bigger bonus of darkness.
Hold it, Zagreus. I sense something. Is that... Ah. You've been in contact with Chaos. So even they are now involved with this.
Just because Chaos is giving me the power to crush you doesn't mean they're getting involved with this, does it?
You don't know who or what you're dealing with. Ask Nyx about them for me sometime. Here, I'll give you a chance to ask her very soon.
Aha, now who's the one who needs aim assist? It's still me. Don't know why she delayed on moving. Yeah, Mega is the first boss of, oh god, this area. Oh no, oh no. No, thank you. You can keep that. She has all kinds of moves that you don't want to get up close or... Ah! Ah! But depending on what weapon you have, you also don't want to stay too far. Oh, come on! Stop it! Stop it! Oh, really?
Get the hell out of here.
Ow. She'll also summon lackeys. Fine, I'll just go to the other corner of the room. Because it does have a range. Then the problem is she gets out of your sight, so it's hard to see what she's gonna do next. Girl! Knock it off!
Requesting immediate assistance.
So every, like, quarter of health you get her down, she'll go into that little invincible bubble. Oh! Summon more lackeys. Ow. Woohoo! Really? Girl, please. A crumb of different moves, please. Thank you. Oh, come on. Yeah, it got me for once because you're a fucking spam sandwich there, Megara. At this rate, I thought she was gonna go this whole fight without doing that attack. You fucking die. Oh, really? Frankly, I find the fight isn't, like, terribly hard. It's just the other factors that make it really annoying. Like, oh, let me summon other bad guys. Really? Get out of here.
Be seeing you around. Mine now.
Getting a shit ton of gift subs. I mean, hell yeah, that's good, right? I decidedly do not got.
Don't mind me, Father.
Well, I got that. I don't got what's coming next. I'll tell you that. I'll buy that. It's the pool of purging. If I don't like whatever boon I have, I can swap it out and get some money.
The path from Tartarus is finally laid bare. Far above, the heat from Phlegethon, the river of flame, is faintly felt already, even as its dangers lie in wait.
Lovely. See you, Tartarus.
Yeah, so this follows the fairly standard layout of
Getting warmer.
the Grecian underworld. Except the fields of Asphodel look a little different.
This place has definitely seen better days. Or nights.
Because normally the fields of Asphodel are just pretty... They're described as being, like, fairly plain, fairly bare bones. In the Percy Jackson series, they're described as being, basically like a giant wheat field in Kansas. Because they're just boring. It's where a majority of people go after they die. No, not anybody exceptional, but not anybody necessarily evil or terribly bad. However, I thought that was a velvet emote, so... But yeah. The reason Asphodel looks like this is what happens when you leave the oven on too long. Yeah, basically. If I'm not careful, I will be what was in the oven. Ah! Now, as you can see, it's also taking more damage to take them out. They're also hitting harder. So theoretically, I gotta... You know what? Hang on, let me... Yeah, among other things, you also have an option for God mode. There is no escape for your mouse cursor from the window during gameplay. In this office, screen shake effects don't sit well from powerful attacks, damage numbers. I can't decide what's worse, the fact that the aim assist is already on. Or that I thought it wasn't. You're hot, but we don't need you crispy. Fair. That only happens when I get sunburnt. Which does not happen very often. A, because I stay inside a lot. But,
Phew.
now I, for some reason, got the genes where I do not burn very easily. Like, it takes a lot for me to freaking sunburn. Also, hi, Gavin. Your comment was very funny. I liked it a lot. I hope you're doing well. I swear, every time I see a banana, I think of you. I'm like, hey, Gavin hasn't been here. There are bananas here. So that symbol on the door.
Singing. Here?
I'm pretty sure we've seen it in, like, in this run before. But, it's basically the door to a special character interaction. Same with the exception of my nose, cheeks, and shoulders. Yeah.
Come on in.
I mean, I would, but there's a wall in the way. I don't know what to do. Help! I'm just kidding. Just dash. I don't want to interrupt, but...
You must be the Hades kid. How's it going then, Your Royal Majesty? Nice to meet you. I'm Eurydice. What brings a big, important guy like you up to a place like this?
Girl, you hitting on me?
Hi there. No need for formalities. I'm Zagreus. Just heading out on some official business, past the menacing Bone Hydra. Don't mean to be rude, though I'm in a bit of a rush.
Well, don't you have your hands full, hun? I'll let you go. But there's one rule in my place, which is, nobody leaves here empty-handed. You got that? So take your pick. My treat.
So she gives us various options to upgrade our boons. Upgrade rarity, which makes them stronger in various ways. Gain levels, which also makes certain boons stronger. Well, it makes all the boons stronger because they raise the level. Whatever. Or the next 3 boons we find have upgraded rarity. So if they were going to be common, they would be rare. If they were going to be rare, they'd be epic. And I think if they'd be epic, they'd be legendary. I'm gonna take the palm porridge.
Good choice.
I love how the background music keeps playing when she's in dialogue, and as soon as you stop the dialogue, like as soon as you stop talking to her, the vocals for the song just go right back in. I've spent way too long standing in this room just listening to her. Your internet isn't cooperating? No! You do what you gotta do. Take care of yourself, buddy. You got a dip, that's perfectly fine. I appreciate you stopping by. I don't know why I'm still standing here listening. Yeah, there's the ending of it.
Again.
Bye.
Hold on, game. I gotta pause to give Gavin some latte love. Now, part of the... I feel like I've started, like, no less than 3 trains of thought regarding this place, and I've just not finished any of them. You want to talk about Derail Valley? Get me trying to talk about like any aspect of this game, and then I'll get distracted by another one and start talking about that. Anyway, Asphodel looks like this in this game because the River Phlegathon, the River of Fire, which in this case is, you know, lava, overflooded. Like, it overflowed. And now the fields of Asphodel are now this. Thankfully, the lava, magma, whatever you want to call it, also does damage to our enemies, not just us. Yeah, no. Fully heal up, get something to boost our special. Yeah, so as we go through here, when we encounter Eurydice, we can do different things, advance parts of the story. Oh, glad. Boy, am I glad Orange Eye glad I gave myself extra health, or refilled my health before I got frickin' here. This is what it's like to be an NPC in Vampire Survivors. Get back here.
Witchcraft. What can you do?
You lose almost 100 health about it. That's what you can do. Hate Witch's Circle. Would have preferred literally either of the other mini boss options. I was literally attacking you, so you should not have been able to jump, but okay, I guess. Hey! Ow. As you notice with this guy particularly, there were two of them as a mini-boss in the last realm. Now they're just common enemies here. Go the heck back to Hecate where you belong! Really? Hecate, of course, also being the Titaness of magic. Much revered. Ow. How did I miss? You were 3 feet in front of me. Will you get out of there? You're not playing fair. Really?
Nearly made it.
Yep, there we go.
No, you don't. Blasted fools. Olympus, I accept this message.
Now here's a good example. So we've got what's a Jesus Christ duo boon, where if you pick the correct certain boons from different gods and goddesses, you can get a duo boon that basically grants you a special power if you have the specific ones selected. And I don't think we have it now, but later we will get a thing that shows us what boons we need in order to get the duo boons. So for this one in particular, it's pretty sure it's the lightning rod one. Not, well, no, that's this one. The lightning cast and at least one of Artemis's like attack boons. Maybe not attack boon, but like any of her quote unquote base boons, like that ups your attack, your special, your dash, your cast. Basically, when enemies go near that, when it's just hanging out on the floor like that, they'll get struck by lightning.
Bad time to be a little short of coin.
Ooh. Now again, we could go to the shop, but realistically, the only thing we'll be able to afford is if there's one there. Excuse me. If there's food.
This ought to help for sure.
Or before I bought that, a palm of power, which cost only 100, I think.
Next island.
Since this is the room before a boss.
Good enough to eat.
Oh, I think you need static discharge to get the lightning rod boon as well. Yeah, so this time, if we beat whatever boss this is, we'll get a diamond. Which is the unique level reward for fighting your way through Asphodel. Hello.
I'll keep coming back, just like your stupid heads.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure this Hydra head design just likes to shoot those at you, yeah. You can tell... Ah! Okay, uncalled for. You can tell what effects the Hydra heads are gonna have based on, like, what their horns look like. This one's gonna make me look like a freaking fool and dive into the lava. Stop it! Yeah, I'm calling it now, chat. We are not gonna beat the Hydra on this. Yep. Heckin' Hydra.
I hate that Hydra.
Me too, Zagreus. It's okay.
Hello?
Hi, buddy.
Bone Hydra got you again, huh? Real sorry about that. Though you know what? I want you to get back out there, all through Tartarus and Asphodel again, and knock some sense into it for me, okay? Okay.
Okay.
Zagreus is just not fucking having it. Okay, he says. Yeah, what do you want?
Tell me something, boy. Did you enjoy the searing heat of Asphodel? You must have thought that you'd be more resilient to it.
I'm open to a change of climate, even if it gets a bit uncomfortable.
You know nothing of discomfort yet. Making it out of Tartarus is nothing in comparison to what lies ahead for you.
Looking forward to it. How's everything been going lately, boy? What's the good word?
The good word is treat. And pets.
The Underworld Prince's casual inquiry serves but to frustrate the Infernal Hound, as none of his three heads possess the gift and curse of speech.
Look what I got for you, boy.
Treat.
As one of Cerberus's heads receives the prince's gift, another muzzles something back into his hand.
Thank you, boy. More pets? More pets.
More pets!
Ugh.
Shut the fuck up, Hades. I will stab you. Forget the rest of the game. That's all we're doing. This is all we're doing for the next, couple hours. Pet Cerberus Simulator. No, we won't do that.
Achilles, sir. I got a relic of some sort out there. A globule of ancient blood which formed after I fought with Megara. Is this really the Titan's blood I found?
As far as I know, yes, lad, that it is. Though whose exactly, I'm not so sure. You'd best hang on to it and keep it safe. Your weapons, they shall thirst for it and drink it up. Not yet, perhaps, but soon.
You telling me my weapon?
Well, I wasn't about to drink it.
You telling me my weapons are vampires? Oh, hang on. Consarn it. God dang it. Yeah, so a lot of what the gemstones do is a lot of aesthetic kind of stuff. But we can add in stuff that makes things a little easier for us. Ways to get money. A to-do list. Oh, actually.
The ever-shifting chambers of the underworld ought to be a little livelier with this.
Whatever are you going on about?
Shut up. Oh, hey, the lounge is open.
Hey, the lounge is open.
I just said that.
A commemorative board adorns one of the stoic walls within the lounging area, celebrating and proclaiming the accomplishments of those who serve Lord Hades best of all.
Won't ever see my face up on that wall, I guess.
Looks like it's Achilles this time. Good for him.
Uche's doing all right.
Cause of death, fall damage.
Oh, the prince himself. You want to talk to me? Me? Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I, just wanted to say, don't bother picking up my room today. I'm headed out for a while.
I have to clean the rafters.
Thanks for all your hard work.
We love Dusa in this house. If I remember correctly, on the Fangamer website, they have a plush of her. And, it talks. Give me a minute, I'm looking. Collection. These nuts. Yep, Dusa talking plush. Wields a felt feather duster and features a squeeze-activated voice box that emits one of dozens of generally anxious voice lines. Fangamer, I love you. To behold it yourself. There's the link. They have all kinds of other goodies, including a Cerberus plush, a desk mat, a Blu-ray that talks about the development of Hades, a bunch of pins, various apparel, posters. There's actually a Skelly talking plush as well. Keychains, soundtrack CDs, a couple of Nendoroids. Is that how you pronounce it? Fuck, I don't know. It is so cute. But yeah. Go harass the head chef.
Greetings, chef.
We actually can't do anything with him now. But occasionally when you walk by NPCs like that, Zagreus will say something.
Greetings, broker.
Like so. So here, if we had them, we could trade the gems for some nectar. The little hourglass means it's a limited time offer, like it says right up there. So we can only do it like right now. But we don't have the gems for that. That's fine. We could also spend 10 gems to get a key. But we don't have those gems. So the other thing we could do is use 5 keys to unlock a nectar. But I'm going to keep my 5 keys for something else. So, yeah, he's going to have a little grumpy bubble above his head.
Here.
Yes, Mom.
I trust that the mirror in your bedchamber has proved satisfactory, dear child.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't broken it yet, just by looking at it.
Better than I could have possibly imagined, Nyx. You mentioned there was something more that it could do once I had grown accustomed. I think I'm ready for that now.
I think you are as well. Then it shall be as you wish.
Earthquake.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ma. Hugs! Hugs for Ma! Listen, everybody talks about, like, certain, like, online personalities or whatever being mother. Nyx is mother.
The mirror's grown in power.
Mother Knight,
Thank
that
you,
is.
Nyx.
Yeah, so what we could do... now we can swap these abilities. So instead of, in this one, dealing damage to foes when we're behind them, we'll do more first strike damage on this one. This one, we get a certain amount of HP back between each room. Or we get, excuse me, percentage of our health back based on how much darkness we pick up. I tend not to pick it up, so I'm fine with just the tiny 3 health points. Restore your health instead of dying once, or Stubborn Defiance, where you basically get one death defiance per chamber. But it restores a lot less health. Like only 30% as opposed to the 50. Then Ruthless Reflex, damage and dodge, 50% dodge. When you dash just before getting hit. Or this one gives me more dash. And I could use my keys to unlock more stuff. I don't want to do that.
Been here the whole time.
Skelly, you mentioned the ancient bit of blood I found in Tartarus. Know what I'm supposed to do with this stuff?
Wouldn't know a thing about it. Definitely doesn't have anything to do with those infernal arms of yours, some of which appear to still be unavailable to you, as I understand.
Unlock those first, then, huh? Let's see what's in here. Aegis, Shield of Chaos. Lend me your power.
What'd you get? What'd you get? change of plan. I like it.
New keepsake.
So what we got from Cerberus is actually here. Nyx is amazing in this game. Yes. She absolutely is. So the thing we got from Cerberus actually adds more health to our total life. As we clear encounters with it. Gotta be another thing to spend your hard-earned keys on. Yeah, as you get more of them, you can unlock more stuff, like more things in the mirror. You might notice there are 2 other slots here for other weapons, which are not currently revealed to us. And then eventually, if you get just so many you don't know what to do with them, you can use them at the trade shop for things and stuff.
The pain is indescribable.
Oh. I think he did a good job. I just fucked it up. Gotta be another thing for you to spend all of your hard-earned keys on. Keys.
Nice. All right, back to work.
No turning back.
I mean, yeah. You jumped out a fucking window, bruh.
Uncle Poseidon.
Uncle Poseidon.
I have to tell you something, little Hades. My relatives and I, we've been holding back one of our greatest gifts to see if you were worthy. And you are. My aid is yours. So call me if you need anything, especially to smash your enemies to bits.
Oh, what's this?
Yeah, so now we get the option of godly aid. Each god has a different aid boon that we can pick up along the way. Poseidon is the first one to show us his. So you call upon the Olympians' aid. For Poseidon, his makes us briefly invulnerable, and we basically skate around a little bit on a water wave and damage our enemies. This only lasts for about a second, 1.2 seconds. However, we have a bar, a gauge, that has 4 slots, and each slot gives us one of those 1.2 second charges. If we fill up the entire thing, the initial damage that we'll do when we run into something will be 350, and if we use the entire bar all at once, it'll last for 7.2 seconds, as opposed to just 1.2 per segment.
The wrath of Poseidon at my beck and call.
Now see, it gave us like 50% to start with, just so we could try it out. I didn't do that because I already know. But y'all might not know, so. So each time we damage an enemy, and I think anytime we take damage, we can also fill up the bar.
Gemstones.
If I remember correctly, there are various boons that increase your gain. Like some boons will have you just automatically gain it a little bit per second. Oh, really? Geez, at this rate, we're probably not even gonna get this. Collector's keys that you get good shit. Channel those gods and keys as you can. See, we've got money for like the last 2 chambers, so now we're rolling in it a little bit.
Next.
Thank you, next. I was mid-dash over that.
The underworld's power.
I'm not a lyricist or whatever people who write songs are called. Neither am I.
Where to?
Now see, I could go to the shop now, but we're only at Chamber 5, so it'd be quite a trip. Now the good thing also about the Chaos Gates, I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. If you have less health than the threshold of the gate, so say the gate says I need to lose 21 HP to go down. Say I only had 20, the game will not let me go. Like, it will not let me kill myself to go down there.
All right. I'm back here.
I am back here, yes, Zagreus. Back in the primordial chaos soup.
The fathomless expanses hidden in darkest corners of the underworld stretch well past the notice of Lord Hades himself. And yet, the interfering prince somehow discovers passage there.
Wasn't all that hard to find, really.
Hey, don't worry, Nova. I'm just a barista. I'm not a lyricist.
Here within the bowels of the earth. It is as though it had ingested something and did not sit well. Perhaps the earth itself wishes to spit you up and out.
Well, when you put it like that, it sounds kind of grody. Anytime I special, I will take damage, but after my special, we'll do more. Better boons, but I won't see where I'm going. Or no money and an extra cast. I'll do the special. I'll take the special, please. Now, you may or may not have noticed, sometimes the icon has a little skull on it. Chaos has such nice decoration and background. I need to take inspo from them. Yeah, I love the whole... It's like water, but it's also galaxy looking. That's why I call it the primordial soup. But yeah, so sometimes the doors can have a little skull on them, which shows us it's going to be a little more of a difficult fight, like a little mid-boss, mini-boss. So now the question is... do I want to risk it for the biscuit and go for the mini-boss? I'm only at half health, but I have 2 death defiances. Or do I just want to go for, like... go to this one and get a boon, go to this one and get a palm. While we ponder the orbs, I'm doing... Save that, risk it for the biscuit later. Oh, and a hydrate. You don't have to pay for the stretch, I already did it. This tree brought to you by the letter S for slurp. Alright, I want another boon, so we're going this way.
More wretches.
And we can't... I dashed out of that, but okay. Oh, come on! was just trying to show off my freaking cool Poseidon aid. Oh, really?
Sometimes I have to wonder, man, what's going through your head? I mean, I know you hear me and the others, but it's so damn dark down there, I can't hear you at all.
Hi. Hi, Dionysus. What are we talking about? Don't mind me. Yep. Never mind. Never mind. What are we talking about? You know what? Understandable. He's very pretty. And he's got some kind of, like, band around his thigh. Sir, you harlot. Well, I can't use that right now. Nyx makes me the same way, so fair. Very fair. You know what? Festive fog. I definitely don't want to risk it for the biscuit now, so we're going this way. Notice that was the same symbol that was on the door when we went to Eurydice. We're not going to see her here, because she is only in Asphodel. Instead, we will get to see somebody else.
Prince said.
Hello, sir.
If I may be so bold, Your Highness, I was wondering, what brings you back around this way again? Same story as last time?
One must imagine Sisyphus happy.
Look, I have to level with you, Sisyphus. I'm leaving the house. I've had quite enough. You understand, I'm sure. I'm going to the surface.
Oh, that is quite an undertaking, Prince. If it wasn't you yourself proposing it, I'd like to call it madness, truth be told. Though, you're just mad enough to pull it off. Well, hey, I hope you make it. Good fortune out there.
So we can either heal ourselves. He'll give us a decent amount of darkness to take back with us. Or some money for the rest of this run. But only this run, because the money doesn't stay with you. Even in the underworld, you can't take it with you. I want to get another Death Defiance, so I'm going to take the darkness.
Easy does it.
Oh, thank you.
And he gives you the same amount that... Usually gives you around the same amount that if you had already killed a boss. So like last time when we beat Meg, we got 60 darkness. He just gave us 71. And we didn't have to kill anybody for it. I like his boulder. It looks like he's got a little face. He's got the eyes and the nose. A little happy smile. His boldy. It looks like a boldy. I hope someday Boldy will be my friend.
You're nothing.
Now, keep in mind, when you do go to those kinds of chambers, like say where Sisyphus or Eurydice are, they do not count towards the removal of your Chaos Curse. Only violent encounters work towards that. So if the previous room, when we were with Sisyphus, had counted, we would be free of the curse now. But it didn't, so we're not. It's not just a boulder. It's a rock.
Something I need.
I will take that. And I'll go get more darkness. Ooh, fountain chamber. Lucky me, lucky me.
get the spot.
So the fountain chamber is something that we commissioned at that one shade guy next to Hades' desk, who looks like he's wearing a hard hat. So every now and then, instead of a conflict chamber, we'll get this, where we'll get the reward and a little bit of a healing. Even if your health is full, you have to interact with the fountain. The game literally will not let you leave without interacting with it. Yes, key! And again, notice the fountain chamber did not count towards our countdown to the removal of the chaos curse. Because again, it was not a violent encounter. But after we clear this room, we will be free and clear. We'll be able to use our special again without hurting ourselves.
A curse of chaos has expired.
Yippee! Only in violence can you embrace chaos. Yeah, basically. Or only in violence can chaos, or will chaos embrace you. Oh. Where's the key? Oh, fuck no. Let me explain. So you think, this looks pretty good, hey? 2 boons. No. You have to pick one over the other. Like, you have to pick one first. The one you did not pick will get offended that you did not pick them, and while the enemies of the room are attacking you, there will be some kind of effect caused by the god that you did not pick. If you survive and clear the room, you will get the other god's boon. So you'll basically get 2. Well, there's no basically. You will get 2 boons out of it. Problem is, they make it so goddamn difficult. Which is the point, which is also why it's got the little skull logo on it. I don't do it, man. Yeah, only if you survive. Exactly, Nova. I don't like my odds. Also, I don't want to piss off Dionysus. Poseidon I don't care so much about, but besides, I need more health anyway, so. Oh, great.
What is it now?
We have an intruder.
Am I an intruder or am I an extruder? Because I'm trying to leave. So basically, our goal for a room like this is literally to just survive. We don't have to go and kill the monsters. Although, doing so does give us money. Yippee! But say, if you have the shield, you are perfectly valid to literally just hide in a corner behind the shield so you don't get hurt and lose health.
Why do I even bother?
Peace and quiet.
Only do it if you got those pro gamer strats. Yeah, exactly. So we survived the encounter, so we get the reward. Yippee! Yeah, and as we can see up here, we're in Chamber 12, which means we're at the one before the boss fight. Before we go back and hang out with Meg for a bit. There isn't any alternate exit, so we just go into the shop. Hi, buddy.
Got to say, you are a sight for sore eyes there, Charon. So, looks like you're selling. Is that it? You come to help me out? Brilliant.
This iteration of Charon is my absolute favorite. Is his face a skull? Is it some kind of mask? Who knows?
Just what I need.
I thought that ferryman would be content to transfer souls across the river Styx, not rob you on your journey to the surface there, nephew.
It's not robbery. It's capitalism. Yeah, so this is one of the boons I was talking about. Your God gauge charges up faster when you deal or take damage. So the more I the more I deal damage, faster my gauge will fill up. I will take that. I'm slightly too poor, I can't afford recovery, but I'm only down 13, so it's not terrible.
Hey there, Meg.
Even if you manage to get past me, there's no getting out of Asphodel. You saw what it was like. You really want to go back there?
There is only one thing Charon really cares about. Like, yeah, he likes Zagreus and he's willing to help them, obviously. But Charon's great love in this world is money. Don't get between him and his money. Don't try to steal his money. He'll pound you into next week. And not in a fun, sexy kind of way. He'll kick your ass. Like, you saw that ore that he was holding? Whap, whap, whap.
It's not a matter of want. The way out is there, in that direction, past the River of Flame.
You're more stubborn than your father. I never thought that such a thing was possible.
Want to know a little fun fact? You actually can fight Charon. Really, I was nowhere near that. I think it's later on, like, as you get better at your runs and stuff. There is a chance that a pot of money that's shaped like a skull will appear at the shop next to him. And if you go near him, the prompt will say, borrow. And the amount is like 200 or 300 gold. And if you grab it, there will literally be a record scratch. And then Charon teleports you to the depths of Erebus to kick your ass. However, if you manage to beat up Charon enough and not die in the process, you will get rewarded. You'll get a voucher for shit. I think it's 20% off your any, like, really all your purchases for the rest of that run. You can't make a clip of the capitalism joke. But don't worry, Nova. I'll try to remember to do that after.
Good.
Did you enjoy the stint in Tartarus?
I did, actually.
I needed one of those.
Yeah, so if I had enough money, I could buy back one of my Death Defiances. But I don't, so I can't. And since I used...
My keepsake collection, just what the house contractor ordered.
Since I used the Lucky Tooth Death Defiance, you can only use it once per escape attempt. So I've already used it. So since I have my keepsakes here, I'm gonna swap it out for what I got from Cerberus. Okay. Which gives me a little more HP.
just go on up.
Also, the music that plays when you fight Charon is, it's like a slightly remixed version of the song that normally plays when you go in his room. It's, I forget what the main title of the song is, but, the fight version is called the Payback Mix.
Come die again.
Also, I probably don't have to point it out, but I'm gonna point it out anyway. Payback Mix goes hard.
Homies.
What's going on there, cuz? Can I call you cuz? Got something here for you. Should make your battles to the death end that much quicker.
I love how of all the things, of all the creatures in the world, in his little bag there, he got a little turtle. Just poking his head out. He's just like, hello. Hello, mine turtle. Hello. Oh no, I am not stepping on you. Okay, but which one of us is which in that picture, Nova? Like, which one of us is the which one of us is all excited about the rain, and which one of us is just standing there pissed off about it? It's a Polytoad and a Polyrath standing in the rain. The Polytoad is excited about the rain, so it's got its, you know, head facing upward, tongue sticking out, catching the rain. The Polyrath is just, you know, mad. Mad 'cause bad. That's how that works, right? Anyway. Second wind. After using call, gain dodge chance and move speed for 10 seconds. So we'll move faster, and also our likelihood to dodge attacks that hit us goes up by 30% for that 10 seconds. Hyper sprint. After you dash, briefly become sturdy and move 100% faster. Sturdy, you take 30% less damage, cannot be interrupted by taking damage, or hold cast fire in rapid succession. I mean, I only have one, so that's not going to do me much. Even though you're fighting for your life, you're the pissed off one because of chaos, and I'm the one drinking the primordial soup. I had a feeling that was how that was going to play out, but I wanted to... I'm going to...
Godspeed.
Up my dodge chance. Y'all just hanging out? Well, that felt unnecessary. Frickin' slapped me. And of course, they're all armored. Now, I tend to like to save up my, needed that, otherwise I would take excess amounts of lava damage. So I can go for some big booms. Okay, now we could go to the shop. But again, all we can afford is maybe a palm of power if it's there, or food. But at the same time, it's no conflict. So we're gonna do that. You can leave without buying anything. There's no negative consequence for it.
That's a relief.
Buying the food, though. This right here, this is a Daedalus hammer. Named after the Greek mythological inventor Daedalus. You know, creator of the labyrinth, father or father figure, depending on which story it is. Father or uncle of Icarus. Maker of the wings. All that fun stuff. If you get this hammer, you get to pick and upgrade to whatever weapon you're currently wielding for the rest of the run. Some of the ones for the spear include faster charge up time, this pulsing, like, damaging ring that pops up beneath you while you're charging up your spin, having your special attack bounce around to different enemies, things like that. You only get two, you can only find / get 2 Daedalus hammers per run. So you can only have 2 buffs at once. Okay, this is my favorite one. Barge of Death! Barge of Death! Barge of Death! Knocked something over with my excitement. The Barge of Death is, frankly, the easiest. Like, as you saw before, we had that, we had the Witch's Circle. Fuck the Witch's Circle. All my homies hate the Witch's Circle. Ah! Look, I can do it too, fuckboy. Ouch. And then there's also a mini boss fight with a gigantic Medusa head and one of those rock guys that fall from the ceiling and step on you and squish you. But he's like really big too. And they're both armored, because of course they are. And then there's the Barge of Death. Ow. The Barge of Death is basically just your same concept. Survive, don't die. It's a little more difficult because it's in an enclosed space. And those blue gem guys grant the other enemies imperviousness, so you have to kill them first.
Remember, you've as many chances as it takes, young man, to fight your way out of the dark and join us in the splendor of Olympus.
Uh-huh.
Thunder time.
Not like Skyward Sword Beetle. Oh, see, now we get a hammer as a reward.
Off we go.
Not like Skyward Sword Beetle. Yet, he gets all mad. He's like, "You're heavy!" And then he drops you out of a trapdoor if you don't buy anything, right? Because he's like cycling an airship, like a little bicycle guy. So if you summon him, climb up to his shop, and don't buy anything, he's all mad because you made him pedal extra hard and then didn't even buy anything. So he just drops you out of the trapdoor. Listen, it's been a minute since I played Skyward Sword, so the fact that I even remember that, probably prouder of myself than I should be. Here we go. Yeah, exploding launcher. Special becomes a shot that deals 50 base damage in an area. Dash strike hits 3 times, but your dash has reduced range. Or chain. Your special hits up to 7 foes, dealing 30% more base damage for each. I like that one.
Grows stronger.
Okay, So we got key, we got darkness, and we got gems. Both the gems and the darkness have a skull on them, which means it's supposed to be a little harder. So you know what? Where's the key? Where's the key? Where's the beautiful key? Find the key, find the key. Oh, how happy you'll be.
Bloodless.
Which works especially well with any special that does a certain type of damage when you use it. So I basically have the same equivalent as the cast that I had last time, where if I threw it, there'd be lightning shit.
Bring it.
Let there be thunder and lightning. Jewels that fell from an angel's crown. Thunder and lightning. Oh, really? See, now we're moving faster because I used the call. Okay, so we've only got 138 gold. Which, again, would only be enough to buy food. Ow. If it's there. We don't have enough to buy a boon because those are always 150. So we're just gonna go get a free centaur heart. And then we're gonna go die.
Having traversed the flaming river Phlegethon to gain this vantage point, relentless Zagreus must now confront a foe of unimaginable savagery who lies ahead. Waiting patiently, it's time to strike.
Way to spoil the surprise, old man. You come to fulfill my father's wishes.
See, the spear is a little better because it gives us that extra option of range, which is very helpful against a foe like the Bone Hydra that slams its head into the ground and has a whole shockwave of damage. Should be dead by now. Okay, so now there's a Skelly Man. That's because this head, to be or not to be a gremlin, that is the question. That depends, what are you gremlining about? Oh geez. So we've made it. Now there's gonna be 5 heads coming at us. And there will be a little audio cue when your greater call is about to run out. So you're not necessarily caught off guard by it. And using all that pent up... Fuck! In using my greater call, I was able to take out 3 of those heads.
Oh, that stupid Hydra.
Yeah, that stupid Hydra. Now, where would be the fun in telling you? I don't know.
Wait, let me guess. Don't tell me you got slaughtered by the Bone Hydra again. How many times is that? But you will get them next time. I just know it. Maybe the time after that. Eventually, no doubt about it.
I want this twink obliterated.
Eventually, he says.
You.
Shut up, I'm busy.
The sealed weapons by your chambers. Your father won't observe their absence, I don't think. They remind him of a time he stood together with his brothers and sisters. He wants nothing more to do with any of that. I think it's fitting you've inherited their power.
Fucking right. I'll kick his ass with his own spear.
A power that once sealed away the Titans. Maybe it's a power that can break me out of here. Thank you for helping me, Achilles.
Thanks, Dad. You're my real dad. Achilles isn't just my stepdad. He's the dad who stepped up.
Welcome home, boy. You're late for dinner. Or breakfast, or whatever blasted meal's next.
That's all right, Father. I'm not feeling very hungry at the moment.
I've asked repeatedly for the construction of a sundial, but every time they tell me no. Can you believe it? Your impertinence with me inspires all.
Well, bro, we're in the fucking underworld. What the fuck good is a sundial gonna do? Spoiler alert, you can end up commissioning one from the house contractor. You can, in fact, get him his fucking sundial, and it doesn't fucking work. Because what constitutes as the sun in the underworld is the flaming wheel of Ixion. And it just stays in the sky in the same place. Which means it's always, I think it's 712. Either 712 or like 721. It's an oddly specific time, but it's always that time because the flaming wheel of Ixion doesn't actually move. It's just always there. Which makes sense because it is in fact the eternal torment of a mortal soul. A space mortal, not immortal. So now we can actually, since the lounge is open, we can do some stuff here. Clean up all of Cerberus's fur. Clean up all the scratch marks he left. I don't want to do that, though. I am going...
I grant you funding and autonomy to do this job upon your earliest convenience, contractor.
You've no authority in my domain.
Shut up.
You keep an eye on Father for me, boy. Don't let him sour up everyone's mood.
Cerberus promises to do exactly that, in his own way.
That's my boy. That's my good boy. Time for pet.
Who's the best three-headed boy?
More pets. More pets for the good boy. More pets. One more for the road.
Been there for me, boy.
Now that the lounge is actually open, Megara will be in here.
The lounging area within the House of Hades is a dismal place to be, in spite of its intended purpose to enliven the house's grim inhabitants.
It's better than nothing.
As much as I want to be a gremlin, there's not a clear way to do so. Well, how do you mean? There's probably a way to do it. Share your secrets.
Hey, what's that you're drinking, Meg? Anything good?
Whatever it is, it's weak. Enough to be mistaken for your blood.
Wow! Fucking uncalled for. Referee, whistle. 15-yard penalty, cause ow. Well, that felt unnecessary. There's a way, I just haven't found it yet. I mean, fair enough, I guess.
Nice. Well, I'll just leave you to it then.
Leave me alone. I'll tear you limb from limb out there next time, you mark my words.
It's only ever Thanatos or Meg up there.
Incorrect. Achilles was up there last time. How dare you disrespect your father?
Give me the best deal you've got.
Well, he kind of can't, because we don't have any of the things that he's offering. We don't have a nectar to trade for some darkness, we don't have keys for nectar, and we don't have gems for keys. Yeah, rumple at me all you want. Fuck you. Sorry, wretched broker, I love you.
Nix, do you know anything about a softly spoken gentle being under the guise of chaos? They approached me recently and offered me a boon of sorts.
Primordial chaos. Indeed, I know them well. They must have taken interest in your quest. I would advise that you beware their offerings, though know that chaos, whilst a trickster, is not a deceiver.
I understand, I think.
Chaos isn't gonna lie to you.
They lie down. Darkness is power.
Okay, I only need 160 more for that Death Defiance. Zagreus said something unusual. He wants to go lie down.
It is the dead of night, or the approximation of it in the realm of Hades. Prince of the underworld Zagreus rises from a fitful slumber, with much mischief on his mind.
Mischief? Me? I was just going to have a little look through Father's stuff.
Now you can tell this is from like way before because the Mirror of Night isn't here. We're getting railroaded into this, so we can't go out there, we can't go anywhere.
All is quiet at this time. Ever-dreaming Hypnos put a spell upon the house, as willful Zagreus had asked of him. All are fast asleep, save for the prince. It is exactly as he planned.
Lower your voice, old man. I'm trying to be sneaky here.
All according to Keikaku. Keikaku means plan.
He ventures toward the stately throne of his lord father, half expecting to be caught, but ill expecting what he is about to find.
Do you know the way?
I said shut up, old man.
He does not know exactly what he seeks. He only knows that something always has felt off to him, that he does not belong. Who is he, really? Lord Hades never would indulge such questions, so Prince Zagreus would find out for himself.
I'm not listening.
Yeah, we can't go this way. I mean, we can go this way a little bit, but there's nothing there for us.
He rifles through his lord father's possessions. There is not much of any import there. Ledgers and administrative parchment work. Correspondence from Olympus which he had ignored. No trace of any reference to his son. But then, there is the note. Written finally in a hand and voice the likes of which the prince had never seen or heard.
Hades, I can no longer tolerate my life here in this place. So I'm leaving, even if it kills me. I won't be returning to Olympus. If there is a place where I belong in this world, it must be somewhere between heaven and hell. Perhaps it's on the coast and has a little garden. Take care of Cerberus. I shall miss him. Persephone.
Thus did Prince of the Underworld Zagreus absorb the contents of this hidden letter, written in his mother's hand.
His mother's hand? My mother's hand? Wait, what? You're saying this Persephone, that she's my mother? But Father always said that Nyx was that liar. He lied to me. They both did. All my life.
Way to go, Homer.
Thus did the prince discover, inadvertently, the well-kept truth about his lineage. Entirely by chance, this did occur.
Uh-huh. Sure, Homer.
Persephone, the one-time queen of all the underworld. Where had she gone? And why? Engulfed by newfound questions and his rage, the prince decided to confront his lord and master.
Why you do this? Rude. It is rude to throw a barista.
Why? You're Nyx. You're not my mother. All this time,
You are
and my
not
father,
the mother.
You lied to me?
Oh, my dear child. So now you know. So now you know. But only half the truth. I can explain the rest, so please. It never was my wish to hurt you.
Mother, I wonder, will you even remember me?
I mean, you would think so.
Not even tired, thanks.
Maybe he just needed a moment of quiet reflection.
Hey, something back there for you, pal.
Oh? Oh ho ho ho.
Weapon.
And I don't have enough keys. A bitch, me, needs more keys. Maybe not all the keys, but at least 8 of them.
Don't suppose I can talk you into fighting back this time?
Not a chance, boyo. I'm paid to take it, not to dish it out. Now give it to me.
Okay.
Well, I can't get more darkness because I don't have whatever that is yet, so let's go with the shield.
Care for a warm-up with that?
Which one?
About that one.
Now, as you would expect, the shield is basically the perfect combination of, well, maybe not perfect, but it is a very good combination of offense and defense. Because you sit here and hold this charge, anything that attacks you from the front, it will be deflected. Well, maybe not deflected, but it will be blocked. As long as you sit in that charge. So like I said, in those rooms where Hades is like, go get him, boys, you literally just hunker down in a corner. You can basically wait out the entire time like that. It has range, because you can be Captain America. Or you can get all up close. Bro just T-pose at me in death. Ah!
And we're back.
Are you having fun? So cute to hear you in your office and then hear you on stream. Yeah, it is kind of funny. That's why I do it to you.
Death is your only family. Death and I. Best get accustomed to the both of us.
Death as in God of Death Thanatos, or just,
No,
you know,
not on your life.
dying? My favorite!
You've met your distant relatives by now. We don't all share the same demeanor nor see eye to eye. Though all of us, I think, wish you the best.
Yes. Yes, you do. Fun fact for those who may not know, yeah, the person who does the voice acting for Athena, Athena, badass in the arena! Athena's voiced by a non-binary individual. I hesitated because I couldn't remember exactly how they refer to themselves. I know with they, them pronouns. I'm assuming you're having fun popping off with epic lyrics in the chat there. Don't mind me, I'm just vibing to the music and everything. Shut up, computer. Free up storage space, it says. It says as if I still don't have like 200 gigs of data that I can use. That's like 2/3 of art. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I figured as much. Yippee! Alright, but yeah. The person who voices Athena is non-binary. Yeah. Hello, there we go. Fine Dash, my beloved.
Crushed.
They also voice a couple of other characters who we have not met yet. They are unfortunately also the one, well, not the one, obviously, but like there's a fair bit of controversy around Supergiant a little while back about, you know, going union versus staying like independent. They were one of the ones who was really pushing for, you know, unionization. Or like using union talent differently. It was a whole thing, and I am not gonna do it justice by trying to explain it. But basically the way the company is,
Just what I wanted.
the way that Supergiant is, they have a mix of both union and non-union workers, like, that do all kinds
You
of...
met Athena earlier, I guess. I'd never trade my bow for all that pomp and armor, but I guess to each her own.
There was like a whole thing to try and get Supergiant to work with union-only people or things like that, but with the way the company is and the people that they employ to work on such things, it's a mix of both. So no matter which way they went, like if they picked a side on the whole union versus not union stuff, they'd end up shooting themselves in the foot with their talent. At least that was the impression I got. Ooh, sorry, Chaos. Hammer time. So again, I'm not saying that they're where all of the drama and stuff comes from, but they're very vocally, you know, for, you know, unionization and working with union people.
Done and done. Some of Charon's wares. I'll take this one.
Anyway, it's a whole thing, and like I said, I'm not doing it justice.
I'll be leaving shortly.
Because, like, the main reason it's a relatively recent thing is, of course, not because of Hades 1, but because of Hades 2. Which is available in early access and just celebrated just about a year of being in early access. I say just about because it's just over a year at this point.
Some darkness.
Like it was exactly a year a few days ago. I was debating whether or not to play this one or that one. But then it was like, Hades 2 is still in early access, and I know there's probably some people who want to avoid spoilers. So let's just stick with the OG. I'm bad enough at the OG that the entertainment value that can be derived from it is exactly the same.
The power of the gods. Where now?
Occasionally in Charon's shop you can find the various chamber reward stuff, like keys and gems and stuff. Ow. But, not often.
This won't end well for you.
As much as I love looking at Dionysus, strategically speaking, going with Ares is better for me. Because I know I've mentioned it in the past, but I will mention it again! Speedrunners. There are speedrunners who do fresh speedruns of this game. Like they start a brand new file, and that's where they start the run from. Like they get all the way through all the layers, and they get all the way to the final boss, and they win. And usually the best time is around, I think, like 24, 25 minutes.
Rejoice.
you have slain more than 100 foes since you began your quest. You have, for I am keeping count, and I am most impressed.
Thanks.
Here we go again.
Oh, perfect.
Security.
Excuse you, that's Orange's Borange's line.
I get the feeling I am being watched.
Yeah, so theoretically, if we wanted to, we can just hunker down in this corner and just wait out this whole thing. I don't want to do that, though. I want money.
Almost there.
That's quite enough.
There we go. I didn't even mean to say that at the same time that he did. That was funny. And look, more boon. Yay! Even if you don't hit anything, you can use the dash to get across a room faster.
In the name of Hades.
More Ares. Yeah.
What do we have?
More air keys, more like. Heh. That was not funny. I mean, you were right within the radius of that. That should have freaking hit you. Five keys for me. Says who? You? Well, I disagree. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so what we can do here, we can either pick a boon, or we can get food. I'll take the food. Me too, dude.
Fine day or night to you as well, Charon.
And since this is our first time here with the shield, we get that Titan blood that everybody keeps talking about. Well, we don't get it.
Can't get rid of me, Meg.
Listen to me, Zagreus. Your mother is long gone. You're never getting out of here, and even if you did, what hope could you possibly have in finding her up in the world out there?
I've hope enough. Not that it's any of your business anymore.
Your family is here, and so is your responsibility. You're running from yourself. Though, I can slow you down a bit, I think.
Thankfully, having the shield is also very helpful against her one attack where she's just firing shit at you constantly. Ow. Not gonna do any good for an attack that's coming out of the floor at you. went better than expected.
Yes. Found you.
Megara seems to be having difficulties.
Got to keep going. Next floor.
And we keep on keeping on.
The Asphodel Meadows.
Meadows, more like deados. No, like Doom deados. Apparently this time it really said money for you. Money for you. Money for you. Since I have Athena's deflecting dash thing, whenever these guys throw bombs and stuff at me, I can deflect them. And they'll take the damage instead of me. If they get hit. I've heard people online say that using the Divine Dash is a crutch. You know what? Fuck it. If I wanna actually get through this game in a way that I find fun, I'm going to use it. How dare I use an in-game mechanic that exists for my own benefit? More key, even though it's harder.
Bloodless?
I imagine this is just gonna be some, like, more armored enemies, maybe. You know, that makes a lot more sense all of a sudden. Ah, Medusa heads! Medusa heads, my beloved! Fuck! Oh, okay. It's okay, I'm okay. Okay, once. I need to check something. Really? Well, I can figure that out later. Not too pressed at the moment. Keep on keeping on. So we can either go to the shop and avoid a mini boss fight. We can go get an Artemis boon, or we can go get more Ares boon. I've made my decision. Ah, fuck. This is the one I was telling you about with the giant Medusa head and the ah. Shut up, Zagreus. I know what I'm doing. I'm doing it wrong. That's what I'm doing. Fuck. Basically what happens is the Medusa head does that, turns you to stone, leaves you susceptible to getting stomped on by that guy. Ow. Oh, come on! Now that he's grounded. Really? Yeah.
Don't let it go to your head.
Oh, thank gods.
Oh, good. This has to be the chamber renovation I put in.
Nessie, even though my health is full.
Vast riches.
Oh, and we get to go see Eurydice.
Let's get out of here.
Game feels bad for me.
Eurydice.
Come in.
From within a humble residence in Asphodel reverberates the golden-sounding voice of Lord Eurydice, who once attempted to escape the underworld and failed utterly, much like Prince Zagreus.
Well, that felt uncalled for.
You watch yourself, old man.
You look like you haven't eaten since you were here last.
Probably because he hasn't.
Freshly made.
Really hit the spot.
And to the boss.
See you again.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Now see, we're actually kind of loaded this time. We've got 525 gold.
Should come in useful.
Woohoo.
Give me a better boon.
And if we somehow make it through this, press X to doubt. We still have decent little chunk of change there.
Get back in the magma and no one gets hurt.
These guys, they spit waves at you. And if you stand too close to them, they will run you the fuck down. Come on. Lay your guard down. Damn it.
Oh, that stupid Hydra.
He can hide the. Yeah, you know what? That would do it. how to do it. Okay. Oh, now I've got the hiccups again. Ah. I see what the problem was then. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay. Ouch. I am thinking, give it one more go. Give it the old college try, as they say. Do people still say that? Fuck if I know. I mean, I assume they do. Whoever they are. At any rate, we're gonna give it one more go. Oh, good. He's in conversation with Dusa, so he can't sit there and make fun of us.
Oh, hey there, Dusa. How's your endless toil treating you?
Mr. Hypnos, do you maybe think that you could, keep an eye on the procession line before Lord Hades, like you were supposed to?
Oh, that's no problem. I can definitely do that. I'll just add it to the list.
I think Bro is only good at making lists. That's all he ever seems to talk about doing.
Good, then. Glad we had the chance to chat. Now, maybe get some sleep or something. You look pretty beat.
Okay, but at the same time, I am absolutely IRL Hypnos. Because, like, people are constantly like, "Oh, are you okay? You look so tired." I'm just like, this is just my face. I promise, this is all it is. It's not that serious.
Get on it, Hypnos.
Nah. Huh?
Blood and darkness, but this place is falling apart. Nobody works an honest day down here.
Jesus Christ, Hades, you're such a boomer.
Father, everybody's dead. Give them a break.
What would you even know of honest work? At least the wretched dead yet honor me as lord. I cannot say the same for you.
Well, it's surprising that they honor you as lord, considering you call them wretched. Well, shit, now I'm curious. I want to know the etymology of that. Google, assist me. Very unhappy or unfortunate state. Of poor quality, very bad. Used to express anger or annoyance. Apparently, its first known use was dated into the 12th century. Goes back to Old English. Refers to exile, stranger, or despicable person. English. Going further back to Germanic. High German. Huh. Etymology is fun. Not to be confused with entomology. Etymology is the study of words and like their origins and their meanings and stuff. Entomology is the study of bugs. No, thank you. I'm good, thanks. No bugs for me. Yeah, we'll give it one more go.
Cerberus goes about his business. Gnawing, in this case.
Oh, okay.
Take care, boy. You want more pets? I got more pets here, boy.
That's my good baby. He's always this far left head's always doing a blep. Look at him. He's just bleh.
Achilles is off duty.
Well, he must be on break somewhere. Listen, just because he's the dad who stepped up doesn't mean he can't step down for a break sometime.
Maybe you'll have something more affordable next time.
Yeah, no. Roll your eyes at me all you want. I'll stab you. You can't, actually. If you try to use your weapon in the house...
Can't do that here.
Like, you sit there and you mash your attack button or anything, that pops up. It says, no fighting! No fighting in the house! So as much as I want to go up behind Hades' stupid chair and stab him in the kidney...
Thanatos, featured servant of the house.
I cannot.
Wretched broker, what's new, my friend?
Ho ho ho! We can actually get extra keys if we give him a little bit of darkness. Yeah, why not?
That's too good a deal to pass up.
Thank you, wretched broker.
Nix isn't around.
My stepdad and my mom aren't anywhere around here. Are they canoodling? I bet they're canoodling. Scalamius?
You're getting pretty strong, I'll give you that, boyo. Strong enough to smack a guy like me right up against the wall and I'd go straight to pieces. Boom! You just remember, when you're duking it out, the walls are your friend.
Smack guys against walls. Sound advice as ever, mate.
Zagreus, you may be being sarcastic, but you do get extra damage when you slam them against walls. There's a thing that pops up. It says wall slam. So, yeah. I don't want the bow. Fuck the bow. All my homies hate the bow. They don't. I just don't like it. I find it too slow for a fast-paced game like this. You know what's definitely not too slow for a fast-paced game like this?
This one. Twin Fists of Malphon. Our strength combined surely cannot be stopped.
Whoa, those are some paws.
Look at these mitts, motherfucker.
Keepsakes hold power.
I only have 3.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, I'm going. Girl, bye. Got a bone to pick with that Hydra.
Hey, you're not alone. You're not alone down there, okay? Here, let me show you.
On the prowl.
That was oddly extra caring and sensitive from her. Does she think he's upset? Does she think he needs to be watched? nice though. Like, no matter who you are, what you do, or anything like that. It's always nice to be reminded. Ow! I'm trying to give a nice motivational thing, you stupid lout! Get back here so I can kill you again.
I'll take it.
Doesn't matter who you are, or where you're at, or anything like that. Like, you could be the freaking... Ow. You could be like the most positive person who's always known for being all bright and bubbly and positive and, you know, always being there for everybody else. Those people need that reminder that they're not alone too. We're not alone. None of us are alone. Whether it's here at the cafe, or in other online spaces, or in your real life, or anywhere. No matter who you are or where you're at,
Olympus,
there's always
I
someone
accept
who
this
cares
message.
about you. You're not alone. Even though it seems like it's like out of nowhere, not an unwelcome message. Ow. Oh, perfect. Just what I wanted. Or rather, who I wanted. Come here, boys!
You lads again, huh?
Ouch.
That's what you get.
The Stolen Artemis reached out to you, did she? Oh, that's adorable, dearest. Just don't make any sudden movements with her,
Everybody come quench y'all thirst. Aphrodite is here. In fact... Look. Woo! Alright, we've gazed upon her beauty for long enough.
Strength and beauty.
Now, what I was saying before about certain boons not necessarily working well with certain weapons. So the fists obviously required you to get all up close and personal with things. Aphrodite's dash inflicts her weakness condition where you end up. So that's definitely something you want for a melee build. Like me running around using the fists. Definitely not something, or probably not something you want to use with something like the bow, where you keep yourself at a distance.
What? Death is inescapable.
Caught me. What else?
Yeah, well, you know what I'm catching? A lot of money. You're cheating, standing on top of the spike traps. But since you're floating, it doesn't count. Ow.
Got to hold on.
Damn it.
Oh, that hurt. senses.
More keys! You can also get a pretty good guess of what's about to spawn in based on the size of the spawn-in circle. Ooh, hammer! Stop! Hammer time. Like, these guys usually spawn in with, like, a pretty small circle. Like, this small one right here. Slightly bigger ones are these muscle guys. Ow. The Louts usually have the biggest one, I think.
Secrets of the Twin Fists.
Yeah, so on this one, our attack has more range, does more damage. Special changes, becomes a flying kick instead of an uppercut. Or whenever we slay things with our uppercut, we restore some health. I think we're gonna go with that.
That should do it.
That should do it indeed, Zagreus.
Surprise. Back to dust.
Chamber 12, we're right before the boss.
That'll keep me alive.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Bought back my Death Defiance, but now I can't really buy anything in the shop. That's okay, we'll just go and boost our health. Desperately need.
Nice to meet you.
Oh ho ho!
Hey, you must be one of Meg's sisters. Nice to finally meet you. My name is Zagreus. Not murderer, definitely not.
So this is one of the other characters who was voiced by the voice actor who does Athena. This is Tisiphone, one of the Furies.
Look, I've done some things that maybe aren't great, but I am very, very sure I haven't murdered anyone.
She's generally the one in charge of punishing murderers. She likes her job a lot. She's very into it. Now, she fights somewhat differently from her sister, in that, yeah, she does this whole spread attack kind of thing, but her charge attacks, she more like does this short little burst thing like that stuns you. She dashes around the room, has the little projectiles to spit off of her, and when she gets to a third of her health, she shrinks the room. So she's a lot harder to avoid. However, unlike Meg, she doesn't sit here and summon other, like, lackeys or anything. She doesn't summon other things for you to mess with. It's a one-on-one fight. So we got her down to her last third of health. She shrank the room to basically this tiny-ass square. The projectiles are fairly easy to get through, even if you don't have, like, the shield, because you just gotta attack them. most projectile things go away when you hit them.
That's one way to prove I'm innocent. This can unlock a hidden aspect of my weapons.
I find Tisiphone, like, way easier to deal with than Meg.
You're going nowhere, boy.
Off to Asphodel. Sold.
Just because her main gimmick is, as usual, don't get hit, but also she just mostly shrinks the room. Not impossible to deal with.
Made it to Asphodel.
Yes, we did. See if we can make it past it this time. See if we can make past Fidel Asphodel. Pretty sure these are the ones that are called slam dancers because they slam into the floor, send a shockwave out at you.
To eat.
Oh, fuck no. We don't want the girls to be fighting. No, thank you.
And we're off.
No thanks. I choose life. Upgrade that I got with the Daedalus hammer. I've been killing things with my uppercut, so I've been getting back a little bit of health. Now I'm back to full health. Ah! Remember how I was starting to say I was back at full health? Well, I am.
Better.
Go to the shop, we can go to a hard Aphrodite. Or a hard... I don't really have enough money. Like, I can buy a boom. Oh, not these two again. Alright.
The Mega Gorgon.
No. The thing is, it's not the Mega Gorgon herself. It's not her turning you to stone that really gets you. It's the guy slamming on the ground afterwards. Because he does 16 damage. Her turning you to stone only hits you for 1. Hey, get back here. It's not allowed.
too. Olympus, I accept
Me
this
too,
message.
dude. Me fucking too. Ooh, we can resist some damage. Yippee! I like that. It's only a little bit, relatively speaking, but hey, 13% is 13%. Are you fucking kidding me?
Who doesn't love this stuff?
Fun fact, when it says traps, it also includes the magma. Again, you're above the fucking lava! God!
Hey, Charon, I'm in Asphodel now, aren't I? I'd always heard this was some flower-covered meadow-type place, not such a terrifying hellscape. Couldn't agree more, mate. Don't spend it all in one place, mate. Tart and tasty.
Might as well spend it, I can't take it with me. Alright.
You touch me, and I shall have your head. Got you.
best just go in a counterclockwise fucking thing. Deal with them. Is there a better way to do it? Probably. Do I know what it is or do it? No. I don't get the fucking lava as much as I do. Go ahead, give yourself brain damage. That'll help me very much. Ah! I did it!
Good, no more heads. I'll take that.
Try brave. No, that's the fucking Cantina song. What am I doing?
Here then. Long way from home. Check.
And with that, we've made it halfway through. We made it halfway through a run.
The fields of Elysium.
The rare heavenly splendors of Elysium, reserved for only the most great of mortal souls, spread forth luxuriantly all about the fire-stepping prince.
Luxuriantly? Really? You know, if I was permanently dead, maybe I wouldn't mind all this.
Well, at the very least, we're in a new place, so I have more to talk about.
Bright swords. That eyeball, is that him? Nice.
So, Elysium was basically like... butterfly ball, get out of here. Heaven. Or at least as close as one could get. It tended to be reserved more for those who had done heroic deeds or died and died bravely in battle or whatever the fuck. So that's why there's all these guys who want to kick our ass. They want to prove themselves worthy of being in Elysium.
Yes.
And as we saw, those guys had swords. There are different enemy types for each of the weapons, each of the primary weapons. There's going to be guys with bows. There's going to be guys with shields. There's going to be guys with spears. And there's also going to be those weird butterfly balls. And even more fucking witch-type people that just spit out their shit in a different pattern. And when you kill the guys, they turn into those tiny eyeball things. You have to kill the eyeball thing sooner rather than later, otherwise the guy will respawn at full health. Especially obnoxious because if they're armored, they will come back with all their armor too. Another thing about Elysium,
I hear something.
Death approaches. Thought you could just get away from me, did you?
Alright, fucking Reaper Edgeworth, calm down.
Thanatos. I figured it was only a matter of time before Father sent you after me to do his dirty work.
Zagreus, is that really why you think I'm here? Let's see how many of these exalted champions you can send back to their dooms. Unless you'd rather I would send you back to yours.
Here come your father's forces.
Let them come.
Yeah, so when Thanatos shows up, it's basically a kill competition. If you kill more than him, you get, I believe you get a centaur heart. It's not like you necessarily lose out on a reward. I mean, never mind. You lose out on the reward of getting the centaur heart, obviously. But it's not like you get denied the chamber reward. It's just sort of like a bonus. Alternatively, you can sit there and let him kill everything for you.
Chamber secured.
Like if you're low on health.
Got more of them than I did, huh? You left without so much as telling me goodbye. I suppose you knew I'd catch up with you sooner or later. Is that it? No escaping death and all?
I left when it was necessary, then. I thought of you and hoped you'd understand. I have to do this.
That's more motivation than I've ever heard from you. Well, if you won't say it, I'll say it. Goodbye, Zagreus.
Fucking emo boy. Dash strike pierces foes and deals 900% damage to armor. So anything with armor, if you hit it with your dash strike, the armor's just gonna fucking melt off of them.
That's it.
Which is fucking great for Elysium. Because most everything has armor.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate. The strength of the goddess.
Nope, it's the giant fucking butterfly ball, because of course it is. Yeah, so we only just started, landed a few hits on that thing, and all its armor was gone. Problem is, it's gonna call in these reinforcements, and even if you kill the reinforcements before you kill the butterfly ball, it's not gonna do anything. Because they will just keep spawning. And Zagreus will even say something to the effect of, they're just gonna keep coming. Or like, they're not gonna stop. So it's basically deal with the butterfly ball as fast as you fucking can, and then deal with the guys.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Ooh, Heartrend. Another duo boon between Aphrodite and Artemis. If your foes are weak when you deal critical damage, you'll deal more. Right now, the thing that makes them weak is my my dash, that little pink explodey thing. So if I get up on them, they will be more susceptible to critical damage. This guy's making an ass of me and not taking any critical damage.
Come on, then.
Yeah, so these guys have shields. You generally can't attack them from the front.
Pathetic.
Cider back is best, of course. even seen them yet, so that would be kind of...
Why not?
Buy 9 Well of Charon items and 1 escape potential.
Chariots.
The chariots are not terribly hard to deal with. They just ram at you. So you get stuck in a corner with a bunch of them, and then they just fuck your day.
Long spears.
Now those invincibility blue guys that show up on the Barge of Death, they're a fairly common occurrence up here in Elysium. Fucking really. Which makes these guys even more of a pain in the dick to deal with.
That one's rearming.
No, the fuck he's not. Shut up. I don't know why I went this way. I can't afford a boon. I can't even afford the fucking health upgrade. Oh. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Hold, fiend! You'll walk not one more step toward the light of day, so long as I am here.
Alright, All Might wannabe. Sit down and shut up. I am here. He's even doing the fucking pose. Is he in this shit Squidward's house?
2 against 1. Seems hardly fair. Ah, well. Let's kill him and be done, King.
Theseus, the Bull of Minos. You two are legends. I'd be honored if we had a sporting contest here.
A naked attempt to sway me from my convictions. Defend yourself, you blackguard, and may the gods show you some mercy, for I shall not.
Okay, so it's a 2-on-white. 2-on-white. 2-on-1 fight. With both Theseus and the Minotaur. They have dual attacks like that, where the Minotaur will throw Theseus at you. Theseus has 2 of your main weapons. He has a shield and he has a spear. Both of which he, takes advantage of. As you saw, he just threw his fucking spear at me. There's a little crosshair thing that shows, that shows up on top of you when he's about to attack you. Ow. Like when he's about to throw the spear at you. He's got this really big area of effect, spinny attack. Fucking sucks. Now, you'll probably notice that I'm going after Asterius first. There is a reason for that. Like, yeah, you have to kill them both, obviously. Ow. You don't want to get Theseus below half health while Asterius is still up. If you get Theseus down to half health before you kill Asterius, ow, you're gonna have a bad time. Now, like I said, he's got his shield, he's got his spear, he does a spinny attack, he throws his spear at you. Kinda more annoying than anything. Because again, you cannot attack him from the front. Ow. But what happens when you get him down to half health? He can invoke Olympic aid as well. He will always invoke the aid of a god that you have not chosen. And they will give him generally the same kind of help that you get, but also different. There's usually, ow, some kind of floor attack, the doom effect. When he has Athena's aid, he becomes invulnerable after attacks. Really? Right when it fucking ran out. Don't know how I did that.
They say to never meet your heroes.
But I did it.
Oh, I can't seem to open it.
Okay, so notice how everybody's got, you know, banners and stuff. They're cheering, well, they mostly have banners for Asterius. Ha! But look. This one has a banner for us. And they're a little orange guy. Love the good shade.
I'll take the service exit, thanks.
At a later point, Zagreus would be like,
Cerberus
that...
thwarted the champion of Elysium.
Are they here for me?
Word travels fast.
You know what?
That's one less boon. Should I take the trade?
Oh, really?
My keepsakes. Go with that one.
Well, I'm not getting rid of my passion dash. I just wasted that.
I can do this. I can do this.
Man, I just wanted my extra death defiance back. Not allowed. Denied.
Ground floor.
At last, the willful prince has ventured all the way up to the surface of the mortal realm. Yet still he is encased within the earth itself. The gateway to the underworld. A threshold from which there is no escape.
We'll see about that. Oh no, not this.
The multi-headed Cerberus stands vigilant before the underworld's entryway. The tales of what happens to those foolish enough to attempt to pass are far too graphic to describe.
No, my boy! You wouldn't do any of that to me! I'm the only one who you let pet you! No, my good boy! Not like this! Not yet. Can I quit the run? Can I just quit? I don't want to hurt my good boy. My boy. I couldn't possibly hurt my boy. I feel like he might hurt me. Like, I feel like he might hurt me if he absolutely had to. But my baby. Eh? Apparently I was too melodramatic. And Vignon crashed.
Boy, after everything we've been through. Well then, this is how it has to be. There's nothing left to say. Except for, on your guard.
No! Not my boy! Like I said, not like this. Also, hi, I'm back. Surprise! Jump scare. Yeah, Vignon crashed. Pat, pat. Pat the good boy. Well, here we go, I guess. God damn. Yeah, I know. Shush. Okay.
No, but seriously, boy. I know why you're here. There has to be a way to make you look the other way. What if I help you with the satyr problem? Would you let me go? Please. I have to find Persephone. My mother. You know what this means to me.
After a moment's hesitation and deliberation, the voracious hound of hell barks once, affirmatively toward the prince, who sets off in search of something that can sate the monster's appetites.
Good. Now I just need to head off the beaten path here and see what I can find.
Great. That's just great. How in the hell are we gonna do that? Puppy! Yeah, puppy! It's our good puppy. So, the thing about the Temple of Sticks, that's what this is called, the Temple of Sticks. This is the final area. It's not technically part of the underworld, but it's like the last underground area before, you know, the door. Cerberus is blocking the door. Now, if you're evil, you can try to hit the good boy.
Cerberus puts up with so much.
You can't hurt him. You cannot force your way past him like that. You have to do what the game wants you to do.
Lots on offer here.
Charon has set up shop here at the very end, with lots of expensive stuff. So if you've made a lot of money on your way, you can really boost yourself up. He even has some Titan blood for sale if you have, you know, 1,200 gold. Which I don't. I've only got 192. This more expensive boon, like right here, the one that costs 450, is generally higher in rarity and just overall quality. You know, arm yourself for the final battle or whatever. Here, where the real challenge is. Down one of these 5 hallways is what you need to bring to Cerberus in order to let him let you by. at the minimum, you have to go through 2. Because no matter what, the first one you pick will not be it. Like, I'm pretty sure it's coded that way. And there are not 1 but 2 mini-boss options. If you're lucky, and you end up having to go down one of those, that could be where the thing is. So you might not have to deal with a mini-boss.
Should check this way. Hi.
And the satyrs here, if I had let him, he causes poison damage. They shoot poison darts at you. And the only way to get rid of it is to come over here to one of these, like, what is that, a freaking mandrake? I just noticed that.
Not poisoned at the moment, thanks.
That'll clear up your poison. This area is full of all kinds of traps. Higher forms of enemies that we've seen before, like the laser shooting guys. I think these are called snake stones, which makes sense because they look like snakes. Thankfully, in these rooms, generally what you see is what you get. And there's giant rats.
Poisoned.
See, now we're poisoned. You get that greenish tinge on the edge of the screen. And you slowly start taking damage. The rats shake poison onto the floor. If you step in it, you get poisoned. That green vent over there in the floor, if you step in the cloud that it spits out, you get poisoned. Basically, lots of opportunities for poison damage to just whittle you down and kill you. All the poison stuff goes away once you clear the room, though, so it's not like you gotta sit there and wait, or you gotta use your dash to get out of it or anything. Now, since this is a big room, this is the last room of this path. Like I said, no matter... fuck. In the big rooms like this, there are always at least... Fuck! 2 wells. There's like one on that side of the room, and there should be, yep, one up here. Also, be careful of the blade traps. They will rack your shit. I just took 30 damage from a fucking ceiling guillotine blade. More giant rat. Ow. Oh, fuck me. Yep, here I go.
Damn it.
The poison damage is really what gets you there.
Blessed satyrs.
But yeah. So that was a time. Yeah, so what you end up having to do, eventually you find your way and find the thing that Cerberus wants so that he'll let you buy. so you can go on to the final boss fight. Good run, you'll get him next time. Probably not, but I appreciate the vote of confidence. Jump scare. Haha. But yeah, sometimes your luck can just be absolutely rotten and you have to go through all 5 of the tunnels to try and find the item you need. Sometimes you get super lucky and you only have to go through 2. You'll never get lucky enough for it to be only 1, because like I said, I'm pretty sure it's coded that the first one is never it. Which is part of why there's... Don't mind me just fucking thriller dancing over here. Which is part of why the, like, from start fresh speed runs rely on a bit of luck. Apologies for the silence. I'm just trying to think of where we wanna go from here. I don't know, is there anything in particular you guys want to see? Other than the inside of your eyelids, because it's like 2:30 my time. I've got a handful of options that we could go to. With all kinds of variety. I've got people just chatting. I got people doing Dead by Daylight. I got people doing art. Got people doing Crash Bandicoot, Animal Crossing, back rooms. Got all kinds of shit happening. You know what? Actually, let me check that first. Maybe not. I don't want to braid you into somebody and then they raid into somebody else because they are done, because they've been going for a while, so I'm checking. Oh, cheese and rice. Actually, you know... Let me see. Oh, we haven't done in a bit. Let's go raid into our friend of the cafe. Let's go raid Penelope. Right now she's doing some Dead by Daylight. I don't know if she's talking about any of the... Well, PAX hasn't technically started yet, but they're going to be revealing some of the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff tomorrow, today. But the new Rift also just opened, so I don't know if she's going for that. So if you want to experience that kind of stuff for yourself, maybe don't join this raid, I guess. But at any rate, Penny's sweet. She's fun. She's playing Dead by Daylight. Pretty sure she's still in the middle of her subathon. I feel like once you start a subathon, it never ends. I could be mistaken. Like, I'm sure subathons end eventually, but everybody that I've seen, you know, start a subathon, they're still doing it, like, months later. Which, I mean, good. I guess that means it's doing its job right. But, heck, I don't know. Only uncapped subs. Yeah, that's true. Hey, more power to him anyway. But, get some rest, hydrate, get some food, take care of yourself, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye!